Welcome back to Home Online Maths Education. For most of you who subscribe while watching my previous videos on linear equations, I really appreciate it. Now, if you know you are new to my channel, this is a channel where I teach different topics in mathematics. Without any waste of time, why not we just drive right into solving the remaining questions on linear equations. Now, if you know you're just new to watching this video and you never watched any video on linear equations, probably you are just a newborn on linear equations, why not just click this video? It will show you it will lead you to the very first video that I made on linear equations, and you get better. So without any waste of time, let's just drive right into linear equations. My name is Michael, and on today's video we'll be going straight to the point. But before we do that, why not we spare God some seconds time? So I say this prayer, you just join me as I say it. My mind is where I am always. Oh Lord, open my mind to listen similarly to this lesson to the fullest. And help me to be following Jesus' name. So help me God. This is yes, that. So let's just drive right into it. Now we have 11c plus 13 equals c. This question is so easy. So what are we going to do here? We're just going to group like terms. So we have 11c, and this is c over here, so when it's crossing it becomes negative c. Now equals, now you see the 13 is over here and it has a positive sign, so when it crosses it becomes minus 13. Now what's going to be our next step? We'll subtract c from 11c, which will give us 10c, and then we will now have our negative 13 over here. So we are going to divide both sides by 10, and in the process of doing that, our c will give us negative 13 over 10, and we are good to go. Now, for some of you who didn't follow this process, probably you have the question like this: 11c plus 13 equals c. You can also go this direction, and some of you must have done this already. So what is going to be our next step? Well, first of all, write 13, then equals c. Now this is 11c, it will have to cross over to this side to stay with c. Now we shouldn't forget that there is a positive sign here whether you see it or not. Then when it crosses it becomes minus 11c. Now we have 13 equals negative 10. Why negative 10? Because it's a positive number over here. So when you say 1c or just ordinary c minus 11c, it's surely supposed to give us negative 10c. So the next step to take is to divide both sides by negative 10, and after doing that, c becomes 13 over negative 10. It doesn't matter whether the negative sign is up or down, we are still getting the same thing because the negative sign equally affects both the top and the bottom. Now let's just move over to letter H. The first step to take is to do what? Write out the question. And the question is what? 2x plus 7 divided 5 minus 3x plus 4 divided by 5 equals 1. So what is going to be our next step? Now we can notice that this question happens to be in fraction form. Now this is where most of you must have even gotten confused in the first place, that might have made you not to have even attempted this question. Now it's very easy. As you have seen that it's in fraction form, what you have to do is to do what? You have to find out the LCM. Now if you're not good at finding out LCM, then I guess you have to click this video and to direct you to one of my videos I made on LCM. And after watching, if you feel that was not still good enough for you, I'll make another video on LCM. So we can see over here that the LCM is 5. So we just use 5 to multiply everything here. So we have 2x plus 7 divided by 5 minus, we use the same 5 to multiply over here, 3x plus 4 divided by 5 equals, we still use the same 5 to multiply 1. So we shouldn't forget that we just cancel all these 5's out, because when we use 5 to divide itself, we'll be getting 1. Use 5 to divide itself, we'll be getting 1. Same applied over here. So the next step to take is we'll just use this one to multiply everything in the bracket, which means that we'll be getting 2x plus 7 minus 3x plus 4 equals 5 times 1 will give us 5. So what's going to be our next step? We're just going to group like terms. So which is 2x minus 3x Now those are the only x values over here. So we have our equal to sign that will have to be in front of it, and we should not forget there is a 5 here. So plus 7 will cross and become minus 7. Now plus 4 will cross also and become minus 4. Okay, I guess that is all the thing that we'll be crossing for now. So what are we going to do next? We have 2x minus 3x, which will give us negative x, equals 5 minus 7 minus 4. First of all, we can just find out the value for negative 7 minus 4, which will give us negative 11. So when we have 5 minus 11, we should be getting negative 6. So what would be the next step? Like I said initially, so when you see a negative sign over here, then that means that this is also negative 1. So when I say negative 1 times 7, you shouldn't be confused. So we'll divide both sides by negative 1. And the process of doing that, therefore x equals 6. Okay. So that is all that you need to understand about linear equations. I hope you really enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, like this video, comment in the comment section how helpful this video has been to you, and please do not forget to share to your friends.